So my next guest today is Jorge Gonzalez. He's the Latin American sales manager for Inovaxe. Welcome, Jorge. Nice to see you.
Hello, how do you do?
Very good. So Inovaxe is, dare I say it, an innovative company that brings out a lot of different carts and systems for providing tapes and reels and trays to the line, essentially.
Correct, yes. We actually provide material control throughout the plant.
Right.
Is one system that fits pretty much all.
Yes, yes, okay. And one of the things that makes it really quite effective is the pick-by-light system that you've got. So you've made some updates to that actual system with the actuators in the racks. Can you tell us a little bit about that
Sure.
update?
So this pick-by-light system, pretty much was an invention of Ben Kushnud, and it's been going on for like 22 years. Mm-hmm. So it's a very proven system. Yeah. So it has evolved, from just reels, management of reels within the plant, to being able to manage trays and tubes and loose components, boxes. So the Inobright system, extend that use to the warehouse, right. Where many times you had 30 racks, 40 racks full of pallets and full of components that are everywhere, and in order to be able to find them, you have to have a code for each of them, right? In our case, with the Inobright system, you are able to provide a beacon to each of those aisles where you have a bunch of racks, in line. Yes. So whenever you want to retrieve a pallet, all you gotta do is give the identification of that pallet, and the beacon of the aisle where it contains is gonna light up. So immediately you know where to go. Now, you go to that aisle, and it tells you which of the side of the aisles is at. So you go to the right one, and then you go on, and when you see the individual beacon to the specific position, that's where the pallet is going to be. Right. So as soon as you pick it up, the actuator is going to sense that that pallet is no longer in that position. Right. So it signals the system that it is no longer in the Inovaxe system, so it is somewhere right now. Mm-hmm. It is in the...
it could be in the kitting room, or it could be in a rack beside the machine.
It can be like being exported or something, but yeah. So we can send that information over to another system, to your ERP. The ERP is going to acknowledge that, okay, it was taken off the Inovaxe system, and now it is in the truck. Okay.
And then when after it's been used, that reel on the machine, and it's going back into stock, how does it... Does it then notify the user how many components are left on that reel?
Well, so you mean the pallet or the reel itself?
The reel itself.
The reel itself, okay. If we're talking about the smart racks that we have in the lines, mm-hmm. It is easy to know because the quantity is kept in the Inovaxe system. Mm-hmm. So once you load that reel into the smart rack, the quantity goes along with it.
Yes.
So let's say you use that reel for a work order. The work order, it's just 1,000 pieces. You don't complete it. You have to put it back.
Yes.
So you can take that reel to an X-ray counter.
Okay.
Or you can count it by hand. There's numerous ways to do it.
Yeah.
Normally, it's by X-ray counter.
Okay.
That X-ray counter is going to transfer that information into Inovaxe. We have a company that we work with, Visi Consult, and they actually have a system that communicates with Inovaxe mm-hmm. in order to send the new count to the same unique ID of the reel. So there is no new label, there is no writing any numbers. Automatically, you load that reel into the smart rack, and the quantity goes along with it.
Right. Okay, great. So let's take it a step forward to the machine. You brought in a new system called Bright, or Inobright?
Inobright.
Yeah. And I believe that's working with the feeder trolleys to determine which order that the reels, the feeders, are actually put into the feeder trolley. Can you explain in more detail how that works?
Sure. Inobright is a new product from Inovaxe. As you have seen throughout the 22 years of existence of Inovaxe, we continue to evolve with new products. Inobright is the award-winning product here in SMTA Guadalajara, and it gives smartness to companies that do not have smart cards. It gives smartness to feeder cards that don't even need to have electrical connections or acknowledgement of the feeder, the reel being put into. So the Inobright contains the list of components that have to be loaded onto any feeder card.
So this list comes from the pick and place machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The optimizer is going to tell you the list and the loading list of every feeder card that loads into that machine.
Okay.
And that information is passed on to the Inobright. Inobright can select the line, the machine, the feeder card number, and automatically retrieves that loading list electronically, and it's going to show it in the screen. The screen is going to show the part number, the shape of the component, so that you know the polarity is good, as well as the position within the feeder card. Let's say the feeder position 2, left side. You can actually scan a new reel that you have to load, and it's going to find it in the list, indicate that that particular component is in feeder number 22, right side.
Right.
So there's no need to print out lists, go one by one, make a checklist or anything. Everything is done electronically.
Okay. So what happens if, for example, one of the components is in the wrong polarity? Does it see that automatically, or is that a visual inspection that the operator has to see?
No, it is a visual inspection. The system, the intention of the system is to alert you, what the correct position is going to be. And it is your responsibility as an operator to look and compare the position, within the picture that you have in the Inobright.
Okay.
So it has to be your responsibility. Now, let's say you have 20 feeder cards, and you don't know exactly where each of the feeder cards is at all times, right? Mm-hmm. And you can use one feeder card for one line number 1. Feeder card number 8, you can use it for line number 2, etc. So Inobright is going to be able to control, every feeder card in every position. So it's going to send that information to whichever line card feeder card you want to use, and automatically sends that information to each of those Inobrights, and you have a transfer that is completely electronics.
So theoretically, if you had all your feeder cards in the kitting area, could you use an AGV to literally go down and change over the feeder cards?
Well, actually, we have the mobile rack, the SR200-7, that can have up to 640 positions. But what you do is to load, let's say, a complete changeover on one rack, or maybe a double rack, and you can load, 8 machines, 8 machines with one load up of the SR, and that way, that information can be sent to the Inobright.
Great.
Automatically.
Well, it certainly sounds like a very innovative system.
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent. I want to congratulate you on it, and I want to thank you for coming in and telling us about it today.
I appreciate for us letting us, have the opportunity to talk to you and your magazine, and that is read all over the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for the interview.
Thank you.